right.
2024 is the year to start.
Sorry. There are places I remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some have gone, and some remain. All these places have their moments with lovers and friends I still can recall. Some are dead and some are living. In my life, I love them all. In my life, I love them all. Hey everybody, how's it going? Smash that like, as they say. Subscribe if you haven't already. Trying to get to, well, first to 60K, then maybe to 100K one of these days would be nice. Get a YouTube plaque in the background. And I hope you're all doing well. I've been all over the place, literally and figuratively, in terms of vacations and also just many things going on at once. Good stuff. I have some gigs coming up. I just had a gig, let's see, today's Monday. I had a gig on Saturday for a choir called Singers Marin. Went really well, played the guitar and the kora and the bass for that. A lot of show tunes and, you know, movie songs. Wednesday I've got a 2-hour solo gig, might be more like 3 hours. So I'm going to warm up for that. And I also have a gig on Sunday, I believe, at a private party as well in Sonoma. So I've got a lot of playing coming up, and so I'm trying also a new setup, and I'm hoping that the video quality is better than previous live streams, and I'm making it more convenient for me just right from my computer. That'll make it easy to read lyrics if I need to as well, and see your comments. All right, we've got some people joining us. We have Odim, afternoon to you. Bob, great friend of the channel, says, hi Mitch, finally got here in time. That's right. I'm not great about scheduling these things ahead of time, so a lot of them are just spur of the moment. So I'm glad you made it, Bob. And I'm just going to be playing some songs, not a lesson today, but of course we all need to play a lot of music, right? So just following along and maybe playing along with me could be the lesson. All right, so I'm going to be playing through a bunch of songs, And I'm going to start with well, I started with In My Life by the Beatles, but I'm going to play a tough James Taylor song, Walking Man. Might do this Wednesday or Saturday. It's a newer one on the channel as well if you want to learn these songs. A lot of them are already posted on the channel, and also helps the channel to watch a bunch of my videos. All right, goes without saying. All right, so I'm going to play Walking Man by James Taylor. Let's see if I can do it. I'm going to see if I can do it from complete memory, no lyrics even. By the way, I should say I'm not plugged in. Normally for live streams I'm plugging in and got the amp, and I'll be doing that for my solo gigs. But I just wanted to get on here with just the mic and totally acoustic. All right. Sorry for interrupting myself. Moving inside in desperation. On the Holy Land, a hypothetical destination. Said, who is this walking man? Well, the leaves have gone to turning, and the goose has gone to fly, but bridges are for burning. So don't you let that yearning pass you by. Walking man walks. Many other man stops and talks, but the walking man walks on by. Well, let's see. Well, the frost is on the pumpkin, and the hay is in the barn, yeah. A pappy's come to rambling on, stumbling around, drunk down on the farm. Walking man walks. Many other man stops and talks. The walking man walks on by. Walk on by. Sorry. Most everybody's got seeds to sow. It ain't always easy for a weed to grow. No, but he don't hold the road for no one. Something's always missing, and something's never quite right. I said, who would want to listen to you kissing his existence goodbye? Walking man walks. Many other men stops and talks, but not the walking man. He's the walking man, born to walk on walking man. Would it have wings to fly high? Yeah. Whoa, could it be free? Walking man, walk on by. La da 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 da. All right, walking man. All right, thanks Maximus for that comment. So I'm just going to keep it moving with some more songs. I've got a huge list in front of me. Not really sure what to do next, and that's how it goes at gigs sometimes. Okay, so what I do at gigs a lot of times is I have my phone on. Oh, thanks Bob for that. Really appreciate it. I have my phone sort of next to me, and I pull up lyrics, and that's it. And if I don't know the song by memory, music-wise, I usually don't play it. So I'm going to play. Let's do a tough one. Let's do Africa by Toto. So what I would do at the gig, I wouldn't have my computer here, but I would just pull up the lyrics on the phone, and a lot of times at gigs I will just play instrumentally. But this one I think I'll be singing at the Wednesday one, not at the Saturday one. So I'm singing a little bit here, and like I will Wednesday as well. But a lot of times I'll just play the music without lyrics, and it's just truly background music, right? So even if you're not, professional musician gigging all the time, you might want to consider getting a repertoire together and acting like you're getting ready for a gig. I know it sounds a little silly, but just pretending that you have a gig even is very powerful, because if you can get a repertoire of songs ready to play, all you need is the lyrics, in my case, and if you know the chords and everything by heart, you can just go ahead and play and sing. And what I'm doing is oftentimes playing these instrumentally. So what does that mean? Well, that would mean I'd play this sort of an chord melody arrangement, which can be kind of tough, and then I'll maybe solo. So let me simulate that. I'm going to play Africa by Toto. I know you all know this classic. I'm going to kind of do some instrumental stuff on it, and then I'm going to sort of go into some lyrics. All right, so let me know what you think. That's how I might try to treat it instrumentally. Let me go into singing. Show you the different modes of playing this song. I hear the drums echoing tonight. She hears only whispers of some quiet conversation. She's coming in 12:30 flight. Moonlight wings reflect the stars that guide me towards salvation. I stopped an old man along the way, hoping to find some old forgotten words or ancient melody. He turned to me as if to say, "Hurry boy, she's waiting there for you." Wild dogs cry out in the night as they grow restless, longing for some solitary company. I know that I must do what's right, sure as Kilimanjaro rises like Olympus upon the Serengeti. I seek to cure what's deep inside, Fighting all these things that I've become. Keep messing that up. Gosh, it's gonna take a long journey away from me. It's time to hurry, there's more to do. Our best friends got everything. Gonna take some time to do the things we never had. Sorry. Hurry, boy, it's waiting for you. Just loop it, right? So when you're at a solo gig for a couple hours, you usually want to stretch these things out. So in this, I'm going to tag, or vamp, I should say, vamp this chorus in solo, right? Good way to warm up anyway, early on in the gig. Just kind of solo for a bit. Take some time to do the things we never had. Something like that. Sweet. So I'm feeling a little warmed up now. Let's do this is always the hard part of a gig, is just finding out what songs you're going to do next. Yeah. Bob says that it's brave to sing that high. Yeah, it's brave and maybe foolish. Who knows? Thanks, though. Let's do... You know, I'm going to do a lot of jazz. I'm going to do some jazz there as well. It's just a good way to break it up. Just do some jazz. So in that case, let's do some jazz. Okay. When you're playing, if you know, for this case, I'm playing at a hotel sort of lobby lounge. It's a good idea to play some cocktail kind of music, some jazz music. You don't want to just hit them with a bunch of covers and hits all the time necessarily. Maybe you do, but for me, it's nice to split it up. So I'm rusty on some jazz, so I could use the help, or the practice. I want to do all the things you are. Kind of a tough one actually, but. Yes, they are, George. Are jazz chords more difficult? Yeah, for sure. But you can get them after a while. So that's how I would introduce the song, with maybe some rubato, meaning without time. And then I might start the song like this. Solo section. Maybe a little bit of comping, just to means playing the changes. Again, background music. It's not all about singing and soloing necessarily. That's why I like them. I like the solo gigs because you can kind of switch it up. Try to follow where the song is if you know the song. Back to the melody. Yeah, sorry. That can happen in a gig where you just mess up, it's fine. It's part of the process. About playing solo, you can make up your own endings. Good. So I've done some jazz. Now I might feel inclined to do some pop rock once again, right? So I have two big lists in front of me. I'll even show them to you if you want. They're really old. They're about 10 years old, or actually probably like, yeah, about 10 years old at this point. They're surviving. As you can see, I've added a bunch to the pop rock list. I know it's too small to see, don't worry. Just showing you, just so you know, you can create lists and bring them to solo gigs if you're playing solo gigs, and then you have a repertoire to choose from. Or you could just, I mean, oftentimes what I do also is just literally write a fresh list and go in that order. That's also a really good thing to do. Depends on the event. For a casual hotel thing, I might just do this. And point is, you can add to it and then sort of, you know, do a practice session where you just play through a bunch of them. So for instance, Friend of the Devil, You know, I know the song, but I don't know the lyrics by heart. Although I probably could, you know, get fairly close. So I'm gonna pull this up. Remember to hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and check out a bunch of videos on the channel if you ever get a chance, and that'll help the channel, and really appreciate it. Click on videos when they're new. That also helps a lot. All right, George is asking, do you get many requests? I used to all the time. When I started the channel, I had this sort of interesting thing. If anyone is here from like 2020, I think Bob was a little bit after, who's watching right now. But as far as like when I started the channel, I did this thing where I did requests in order. Whoever commented a request, I'd put it in order, and whichever song was next, I would just do it. And so if you look at my early days in the channel, you'll find some really sort of out there videos, because I was just doing whatever was the request. Nowadays, I'm so busy. I've got so many songs to do. I don't take requests anymore. Of course, I take requests at gigs, and if I know it, I'll try to play it, especially if someone tips. Oh yeah, so George is asking, how about at the gigs? Yes, I do take requests at the gigs. Again, a tip helps sort of incentivize that. But yeah, I love taking requests, especially if I know it. If I don't know it and it's really important to them, I might listen to it for 5 seconds, kind of like a dueling pianos thing. If you've ever been to a dueling piano show where one person plays, the other person listens to the request, and so I can do that. I can just learn a song within a minute or two, generally, if it's important to someone, especially like if it's like an important occasion, somebody's birthday or something. Okay, so let's do a little friend of the devil. I'm getting a message saying YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Is the video going okay? The quality okay? Should be on my end. I've got pretty good internet out here, so we'll see. All right, let's try this one. I lit out from Reno, I was trailed by 20 pounds. Didn't get to sleep last night till the morning came around. Said I'm running, but I'll take my time. Friend of the devil is a friend of mine. Now I'm home before daylight, just might get some sleep tonight, yeah. Ran out on the devil, but loaned me 20 bills. Spent the night in Utah and a cave up in the hills. Spit out running, but I'll take my time. Friend of the devil is a friend of mine. I come home before daylight, just might get some sleep tonight, yeah. Ran down to the levee, but the devil caught me there. He took my $20 bill and vanished in the air. Said I'm running, but I'll take my time. Friend of the devil is a friend of mine. I'll get home before daylight, I just might get some sleep tonight, yeah. Whoa. Got 2 reasons why I cry awake each lonely night. First one's named Sweet Anne Marie, and she's my heart's delight. Second one is Prison Bay, the sheriff's on my trail. And if she catches up with me, I'll spend my life in jail. Too much singing, time to do some picking. 3, 4. Sorry. I forget how to do this. I got it. Come on. so I'm going to calm it down a little bit. So now I'm just keeping the form. Now I'll play the bridge instrumentally, right? Here the form. Cool. So, I've actually never done that song at a solo gig, so this was sort of a test run. And I probably wouldn't just pull that out necessarily unless I kind of worked it up. So, thanks for bearing with me on that. Sweet. And let's keep it going. So, let's do Something by the Beatles. Thanks for the comments, people, everybody. Appreciate it. All right, so. The amp really does a lot to help. The amp and preamp and stuff do a lot to help the tone. I'm kind of playing too hard, picking too hard, playing too many notes. And, you know, that's actually a good point to make, is that when you plug in and you've got amplification, you can play softer and less, fewer notes, because you've got, you know, sort of you've got some sustain going on. So yeah, I noticed that the video is freezing a little bit once in a while. And I'm not sure. I'll look at addressing that. I might have. I took the quality up quite a bit to try to make these live streams better quality. I don't know what I need to do to fix that, so I will look into that. So, can't go wrong with the Beatles tune. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay. Index nail broke, so I'm getting not the sound I need, but it's okay. I broke a rule there. I broke the form because I'm practicing, but at the gig you shouldn't do that. If you make a mistake, you just keep going. So there's an example of just purely instrumental. I'd probably play it longer. And I'd probably start soloing as well on it a little bit. This is just an example. It's sort of a, you don't necessarily have you guys eyes on you at all times, so you can kind of stretch out, and that's one of the joys of playing solo. My old, well not old, my boss at Toto Music Store, great music store, he played a restaurant like 3 nights a week, 3 hours a night, really, you know, I mean, a lot of good hours there, and they couldn't even see him in the restaurant, and so he was saying how he would just play, he would just comp, meaning play the chord changes to jazz standards, and basically just, it's like, you know, when you're playing that many hours and you're not the main focus, people are talking and they're enjoying each other and having drinks and food, and you can kind of just stretch out. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm kind of rusty, to be honest. I used to do it every Sunday or Saturday in Colorado, 4 hours every weekend, and that kept me in great shape. And that was already, I can't believe it, but that was already, you know, 3 or 4 years ago by this point. Yeah, Bob's asking, will I use the Martin or Gibson at the gig? Probably the, you know, I gotta say, probably the Taylor. I bring the Taylor out to gigs because I really like the action and the playability on it, and the pickup and the cutaway. The Martin and Gibson, I'm trying to break those in. Actually, so it's between the Taylor and Gibson, not the Martin. But yeah, I'll probably bring the Gibson. Yeah, but I am trying to break this Martin in and play it more. I find this Martin hard to do a lot of times what I want to do on it. There's something about it that I love the sound of it, but I don't feel quite as comfortable soloing on it as I do on the Gibson or Taylor. I think I like the bigger body of the Taylor and Gibson. All right, we have a request from Phil for a Pink Floyd song. Sure. I've got a few on this list. There's Wish You Were Here, there's Time, there's, you know, Have a Cigar. I should probably add Goodbye Blue Sky to it, and so many others. Saint-Tropez. So I could do any of those. Which to do? Do you have a request, Phil, for a Pink Floyd song in general? Let me do Wish You Were Here, because I'm going to do it instrumentally. Saint-Tropez? Okay. Let's do Saint-Tropez then, because that's what you requested. I got it in time. Didn't get to the solo. That's our cutoff. If I had gotten to the solo and Wish You Were Here, there's no turning back. But just the intro riff, we can do a U-turn on that. Saint-Tropez. Cool. Obviously an early classic from metal. All right, let's try this out. Nice swing shuffle. As As I reach for a peach, slide up right down behind the sofa in San Tropez. Oh, come on, add 1 sec. Break a dick with. Oh, sorry, again. As I reach for a peach, slide a ride down behind the sofa in San Tropez. Breaking a stick with a brick in the sand, widening a wave in the wake of an old sedan. Sleeping alone in the drone of the darkness, left by the sand that fell from my love. Sleep in my dreams and I still hear her calling. If you're alone, I'll come home. Backward and homebound, the pigeon and dove, gone with the wind and the rain on an airplane. Born in a home with no silver spoon, I'm drinking champagne like a good time cone. Sooner than wait for a break in the weather, I'll gather my far from thoughts together, speeding away on a wind to a new day. If you're alone, I'll come home. Nice. Alright, another great request, Life by the Drop. Yeah. Love playing this song at gigs. Life by the Drop is such a fun song because it just picks everyone's mood up when I'm out in public playing this. It seems to be a never fail kind of song because it's lively, but it's also good as a background song if you need it to be as well. So as soon as I pull the lyrics up, all these ads come up, so just closing those. Thanks for joining, everyone. I know it's not the most typical stream, but I want to do these more often. It's just easy for me to set this up like with this angle and just press stream, press go, and just practice. So do you like this? Do you want me to do more of this? A little bit less of a lesson, a little bit more of like a chance for me to practice and also see you all. And I can answer questions, I can do requests, but I want to play more music, and in a sense of sharing it with everyone here as well, because I've got such a great audience and such a great community here, and I'm teaching all the time, but might be fun to play more. So let me know in the comments or in the stream chat if you want me to do more of this. I've got a lot I can play. I can also learn songs on the fly. We can do all sorts of fun stuff where it's a little more interactive. I was thinking that maybe I'll just start streaming more. The sound isn't synced with the video. Has that been the case the whole time? Is the sound not synced with the video? Okay, getting some good responses. People want the live streams. Oh. Yeah, I can see it's not synced on my OBS. The settings might be too high. Well, I have to go anyway for a new student coming soon. But if it's not synced, I apologize. I'm going to look into that and see why that happened. But good to know people want more of that. I will come here more often, and we can practice all together here. All right, let's do Life by the Drop. I do this in E. Stevie Ray Vaughan does it in A. I'm going to do it in E. It's a little bit better for my voice. Oh yeah. Hello there, my old friend. Not so long ago you were still there. We played outside in the pouring rain. On our way up the road, and we started over again. We're living a dream, oh, you on top. My mind's been aching, Lord, it won't stop. That's how it happens, living life by the drop. Up and down the road, I don't want down shoes. Talking about good things and singing the blues. You went your way and I stayed behind. We both knew it was just a matter of time. We're living a dream, oh, you on top. My mind's been aching, Lord, it won't stop, yeah. That's how it happens, living life by the drop. No waste of time, we're alive today. Shutting up the past, there's no easier way. The time's been between us, it means to an end. God, it's good to be here, walking together, my friend. We're living my dream, oh, you on top. My mind's been aching, Lord, it won't stop. That's how it happens, living life by the drop. We're living a dream, whoa, you on top. My mind's been aching, Lord, it won't stop. That's how it happens, living life by the drop. That's how it happens, living life by the drop. That's how it happens, living life by the drop. Sweet. Okay. The sound is great. Good. Well, thanks so much, everybody. Not a super long stream here. I'm actually, it's a long teaching day for me. I have 3 students coming up back to back to back. But just to continue my dialogue, I know I'm sort of narrating as I go about my thought process about solo gigs. I like them because background gigs mean less need for perfection, more of a chance to stretch out. But I will say, just so you all know, now I'm feeling warmed up. The whole stream I was feeling like, ooh, I'm warming up. And that's how it goes when you have these 3, 4, sometimes even 5 hour, heaven forbid, but usually 3 or 4 hour solo gigs. The first hour, you're sort of churning along, and then the second and third and fourth hours are generally, you're warmed up. And so that's a good lesson, you know. Pat Metheny talks about that when he's done seminars at colleges and stuff. It's like, first 30, 45 minutes of just warming up. So keep that in mind when you're playing, to really, really warm up and give yourself that time. And sometimes I warm up at the gig. I mean, I'm probably not the best strategy, but if it's a long solo gig, I might just be running late and don't have time to warm up, and the first hour is just kind of warm up. But when you're playing background music, you can kind of get away with that. If it's a gig where it's like a stage and people are looking at you, you definitely want to have that nailed. Okay, so that's different. All right, we'll see you later, everyone. I'll hop on more often. Check out some other videos if you get a chance today. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up and make sure to subscribe. Check out the Patreon, always a good thing to do if you're looking for a bunch of resources and tabs. Thanks, Bob. Thanks, Phil, Lynn, George, SH1234, Dino, everybody, Robert. Really appreciate you all. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you next time, everyone. All right, rock on.